Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Monday again, Monday, March the 10th, and we're here to look at the new releases that are being released this week. And on Mondays, we look at cozy mysteries. I don't have any sprints tonight. My next sprints are on Tuesday night, tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. They go for 2.5 hours. And tomorrow we will be looking at tomorrow's morning show. We'll be looking at the darker side of mystery, crime fiction, and thrillers. All right, we're gonna hop around here a little bit at first. Make sure we hit the big ones. Reese Bowen has a new one, Reese Bowen and Claire Broyles. She now has a co-author on the Reese Bowen series. This is book number 21, Silent as the Grave. With a newborn and 2 children, Molly Murphy Sullivan is tackling motherhood. Her husband, Daniel, is off to work in Washington as Easter break begins in New York. Her dear friend and writer, Ryan O'Hara, is shooting a movie, one of the first to involve a real plot and actors. He invites Molly and the children to visit the set and watch the excitement. When one of the actresses is fired, Molly's adopted daughter, Bridie, is called to replace her in the scene. Turns out she's a natural and is asked to star in the rest of the film. Molly is skeptical about leaving Bridie alone on set, but her great friends Sid and Gus offer to chaperone her. The movie industry is still experimenting with ways to get the best shot, like pretending to tie Bridie to real train tracks. But soon their special effects start to malfunction. With a few mishaps where no one is hurt, the special effects turn deadly. With rumors of a feud between studios, Molly believes these malfunctions are sabotage. She is invited to go undercover on set to investigate the burgeoning film war. Once again, Reese Bowen and Claire Broyles, blah, blah, blah. All righty. A Whisper and a Curse by Darcy Burke, third of the Raven and Wren series, historical. I'm aware of this one. I've not read it yet. I did start the first one, but had shiny syndrome. Hadrian Beckett, the Earl of Ravenhurst, has always scorned the supernatural until a head injury left him with the unnerving ability to see visions through touch. Though he loathes the curse, he's proven invaluable in solving murder investigations alongside Miss Matilda Wren. When Hadrian's mother hires Tilda to investigate a medium who claims she can contact her late son, Tilda and Hadrian are drawn into a deadly game. Mediums across London are falling victim to the levitation killer, and the murderer's chilling focus soon shifts to them both. Forced to rely on his visions as never before, Hadrian must fully embrace the gift he despises and risk everything to keep Tilda safe. Posh Pooch Peril and the Bow Wow Bakery by Belinda Page, 6th in that series. I was going to say things, but I didn't. A lavish getaway, or posh peril, for Sophie and Max. In Glenwood Falls, Sophie Harrington's life turns upside down when a flood devastates her new apartment. While her fiancé, Officer Ray, is busy hosting guests, she finds refuge at the luxurious, pet-friendly Fraser Hotel, all thanks to her best friend Winks, the head chef. While Sophie and her sable dachshund Max enjoy their luxurious retreat, they revel in the poolside parade of the rich and famous until a celebrity's expensive jewelry disappears from the hotel's safe. But hold on, the plot thickens when the hotel's demanding manager is found dead floating in the pool, and celebrities start dropping hints that might just point to the murderer. Accusations are swirling around an innocent employee, endangering her job and the hotel's reputation. They may also jeopardize Wink's chef's position and threaten Sophie's surprise birthday plans for Ray. Oh, horrors. Can Sophie crack the case before everything unravels? Posh Peril or Lavish Getaway? Discover the gripping mastermind reveal. Good morning, Elena. How you doing? Oh, good. You are fine. Good morning, Mary. Happy Monday. Excitement this morning. A bear came through and got into my trash can. Oh, no. Dragged everything out and scattered it all over the front yard. Didn't see him. Well, be careful. Thanks for asking. You are welcome. And Mary says hi to Elena. And Mary, interesting cover for the Burke book. Yeah, those covers are kind of a darker silhouette kind of uh, cover, which caught my attention with the first one. Espresso Shots and Murder Plots. First in the Lila Bennett Cozy Mysteries by Audrey Alden. Mount Pleasant was supposed to be Lila Bennett's fresh start, away from the noise of city life in a quaint bookstore cafe where the coffee is warm and the books are better. But when a local entrepreneur is found dead just before the town's annual Blessing of the Fleet celebration, Lila's peaceful life takes a dark turn. At first, it seems like an unfortunate accident, but something feels off, like a missing puzzle piece. As the town mourns, Lila can't shake the feeling that there's more to the story, something buried beneath the surface. The Four Queens of Crime. This one caught my attention. Before all these books that featured Agatha Christie, Dorothy L. Sayers, now Marsh, and Marjorie Allingham. This might sound familiar, and I read one of those books. This is a completely different author, different book. It's like the year. Good morning, Kim. The year that there were all the drowned towns. Val McDermid did one. Was it Billingham who did one? So something in the air said, let's all use Agatha Christie, now Marsh, Dorothy L. Sayers, and Marjorie Allingham as characters in a mystery book. So this is another one, The Four Queens of Crime. 1938 London, the four queens of British crime fiction, Agatha Christie, Dorothy L. Sayers, now Marsh, and Marjorie Allingham, are hosting a gala to raise money for the Women's Voluntary Service to help Britain prepare for war. Baronet Sir Henry Heathcote has loaned Hursley House for the event, and all the elites of London society are attending. The gala is a brilliant success, despite a few hiccups, but the next morning, Sir Henry is found dead in the library. Detective Chief Inspectors Lillian Wiles and Richard Davidson. I don't think there was a female chief inspector back then. However, we will continue. From Scotland Yard are quickly summoned and discover a cluster of potential suspects among the guests, including an upset fiancé, a politically ambitious son, a reserved but protective brother, an irate son-in-law, a rebellious teenage daughter, and the deputy home secretary. Quietly recruiting the four queens of crime, DCI Wiles must sort through the messy aftermath of Sir Henry's death to solve the mystery and identify the killer. End of that row. We're going to hop down here for a minute. The Socialite's Guide to Sleuthing and Secrets by S.K. Golden, third in the Pinnacle Hotel Mysteries. New York, 1958. When Evelyn's mail is delivered during a luncheon in the Gold Room, she's surprised to find she has received a diamond tiara. Happens to me all the time. Which catches the attention of a costume jewelry sales team lunching nearby. Their leader, Lois Mitchell, is especially interested, but by the end of the lunch, Lois has choked and fallen into Evelyn's lap. I hate it when that happens. And by the end of the day, she's dead. The papers report on the death the next day, while also spreading news of a gentleman thief who's been leaving behind a red pocket square after robbing the city's wealthiest. Determined to figure out what happened to Lois, Evelyn devotes herself to the investigation. The truth is as rare as a diamond and just as hard to crack, and Evelyn swiftly discovers that this particular mystery is multifaceted too. From costume jewelry hawkers to wannabe Robin Hoods and a detective in residence at the Pinnacle, nothing is simple. But neither is Evelyn, and this case is hers to solve. And Mary and Kim say hello. The Deadly Dig by Sienna Summer, fourth in the Sandy Cove British Mysteries. When an archaeological dig uncovers ancient Roman ruins on the outskirts of the village, excitement soon turns to fear as a body is found washed up on the shore. For amateur sleuth Maggie, who has a knack for solving mysteries, something about the death doesn't add up. Despite whispers of an accident, her instincts tell her there's more to the story. With her loyal dog Biscuit, brother Ronan, and cousin Kate by her side, Maggie is determined to uncover the truth. Of course, the ever-inquisitive members of the Mystery Book Club, MBC, are also eager to suggest a theory or two. D.I. Tom Pierce has learned to tolerate Maggie's curiosity, but when she edges too close to uncovering long-buried secrets and the investigation takes a dangerous turn, Tom's concern for her safety deepens. Not So Simple Seminar by Lily Sterling. Fifth in the Holt Jacobs mystery series. Someone wants me dead. It's a little rude. Mandatory work trips are bad enough. Someone trying to kill me is even worse. Good news, an ancient stage light didn't crash on top of me. Bad news, someone else died. If flying into Phoenix wasn't bad enough, now I'm stuck in a hotel with my coworkers and one of them wants me dead. This should be an easy case to solve. How many people could hate me? It says, Holt Jacobs isn't for everyone. He's a sarcastic introvert who can never quite get enough coffee. Becoming a sarcastic sleuth was unexpected, but as an engineer, Holt is used to solving puzzles. Interesting. And someday this book will get a cover. Oh, never mind. They changed the release date. Moving on. Christmas Charade by Daisy Landish, 9th in the Mystic Moonhaven Mysteries. In the quaint, snow-dusted town of Moonhaven, Harper Nightshade's quiet life as a bookstore owner takes a thrilling turn when a series of magical mysteries threaten the festive peace. As the Christmas lights twinkle, Harper, with the help of Detective Liam Ashford and a cast of enchanting allies, must navigate through ancient spells, family secrets, and a looming danger to save their town. But in Moonhaven, where magic weaves through the very fabric of reality, not everything or everyone is as it seems. Can Harper uncover the truth before it's too late, or will the Christmas cheer be overshadowed by a sinister force? Let's see, get caught up here. Kim is planning to do nothing today. That sounds perfect for a Monday. Mary, I like that plan, Kim. I'm going to get a massage. Ooh, that sounds lovely too. Finished my business taxes yesterday. Yay, so feeling footloose and fancy free. That sounds like a good reward. Good morning, Stormy. And Mary says hi to Storm. Storm says hi back. Mary, well, they missed that schedule, or they are very early for 2025 Christmas. I think they are very early. We're not going backwards. Front Page Murder by Diane Harmon. Sorry, made it a little sip. 13th in the Ozarks Cozy Mystery Series. Della Fox thought her days of investigating were behind her. After all, the last case nearly cost her everything. She'd even promised the local sheriff that she wouldn't do any more investigating. But when local reporter Martin Lopez rushes into her antique shop, claims that he's being watched and acting paranoid, she can't ignore his cryptic plea for help. He hands her a computer thumb drive filled with evidence, and hours later he's killed in a supposed hit-and-run accident. Now, with Martin's final words urging her not to trust the police, Della is pulled back into a dangerous web of secrets and lies. The thumb drive holds shocking information about a string of disappearances, suspicious deaths, and a cover-up that leads to the highest levels of power in her small town of Clover. Snap Spirit Murder by Felicity Green, first in a new series. It's kind of a pretty cover, though. Liv Grantham's life is way out of focus. After her husband's devastating betrayal, the defeated single mother moves her two struggling daughters from the U.S. to the charming English village she left as a young child. Barely adjusting to an inherited cottage, a mysterious camera, and a marmalade cat, she feels off-centered when she accidentally captures ghoulish pictures of her dead neighbor. Accused of breaking into the woman's house and then her murder, Liv decides to investigate while rediscovering paranormal abilities the 42-year-old has suppressed for years. But with cryptic clues from phantom photos and help from estranged psychic relatives, she fights to create a clear picture of a town festering with jealousy, secrets, and suspicions. Can she find the killer before she's framed for the crime? Oop. Murder in Covent Garden. And Kim also says good morning to Stormy. This is by Anita Davison, 4th in the Miss Merrill and Aunt Violet mysteries. Blurbage, lots of blurbage. There's nothing about it. Here we go. Even though its famous opera house has shuttered its doors for the war, Covent Garden remains one of the most exciting, bustling areas of London. It's where Hannah Merrill and Aunt Violet have their bookshop, and in spite of the recent spate of burglaries in the area, it's generally thought to be a good neighborhood. So Hannah is surprised when she sees a fellow shopkeeper, a jeweler named Jacob Cornelis, have a heated argument with a stranger, especially when the next day Cornelis is found dead in his shop, apparently the victim of another burglary. But what shocks Hannah more is when she meets the policeman supposedly there to investigate the crime, because he is none other than the man who Hannah saw arguing with Cornelis the day before. Hannah knows it's up to her and Violet to investigate, but they don't know they're about to uncover a secret underworld of theft, murder, and blackmail, and they must act fast before the Covent Garden killer strikes again. End of that row. A Wee Leprechaun by Suzanne Bolden, 5th in the Katie Murphy Cozy Mysteries. St. Patrick's Day in Seaside Cove is a celebration of Irish merriment and coastal beauty. Katie eagerly anticipates celebrating with her friend Erin, who has come all the way from Ireland, and Erin's lively cousin Fiona, whose unique personality quickly wins over the locals. The highlight of the holiday is the Pot of Gold scavenger hunt, sponsored by Rowan Quinlan, the enigmatic drinking game owner of Quinlan Jewelers, who splits his time between Florida and Ireland, as one does. The festivities kick off with a lavish St. Patrick's Day Eve party hosted by Rowan. His luxurious Horseshoe Island home provides the perfect setting for an evening of fine Irish whiskies curated by Tyler Berman of The Rum Runner and enchanting stories by Irish bard Mick Fahey. With the discovery of Rowan's body the next morning, even as the scavenger teams are picking up their packets, the festive mood turns somber. Chief Darnell's investigation puts every party guest under scrutiny. Suspects include Rowan's glamorous wife, Hallie, his business associates, and locals who might have had more than a passing grudge. Amidst whispers of lies, envy, and greed, Katie Murphy becomes entangled in the case, particularly when Fiona's connections to Galway expose a darker side to Rowan's life. As clues unfold, Katie uncovers shocking truths, piecing together a web of secrets, lies, and betrayal as tangled as Celtic knots, and just as hard to undo. Can she uncover the truth before the culprit vanishes like a leprechaun's gold? I was hoping it'd be like with that title, it's going to be like a Comic-Con kind of thing, a convention. But no. Sit, Stay, Spook by Sherry Soule, 2nd in the Danica Drury mysteries. Timely, very timely. They did that one right. Danica Drury is finally adulting and settling into life in Mystique. See, right there, I'm off. Finally adulting. running her new age shop and enjoying her potential romance with Riker Van Allen. Between tarot readings and teaching her cat, Sachet, to select crystals, she's finally found her groove, as long as she avoids anything ghostly. I would not trust a cat to do that. But once kooky socialite Adelaide Worthington bursts into La Casa during Danica's date, apparently the universe won't let her finish her enchiladas in peace. Wailing about her haunted mansion, Danica's romantic evening takes a supernatural detour. And when Adelaide's adorable pooch diva disappears, she knows this case is more than just the things that go bump in the night. As you can tell, you lost me at adulting. Juleps, Jockeys, and Justice by Mary Seifert. 9th in the Katie and Maverick Cozy Mysteries. Oops, this is our last one. Spring has blossomed into May, and Katie students have figured out a way to bring the excitement and fun of the Kentucky Derby to their year-end festivities. Katie is more than glad to work out ways to turn the big event into math lessons, constructing lesson plans to include the mathematics associated with wagering, odds, and the equine industry. So it's all set. The Derby will turn into an event even in faraway Minnesota. As her feisty landlady Ida and her students begin the planning of Derby Day party, spirits are running high, but before the party can happen, a freak storm races through town. Katie finds a body, which quickly disappears, and the only witness who could verify her story is Maverick. He's a brilliant dog, but he's not talking, thank God. After tension-filled hours, the body is found, and now the questions remain, especially when it appears one of the horses may have contributed to the death of its owner. It's up to Katie to use her puzzle-solving skill to save the animal from destruction. Maverick will be there to sniff out the clues, but will they solve the case in time? All right, that's all we have time for today in that. Everybody remember where we parked. It's not the word adulting, it's the concept. I'm sorry, you're an adult if you have reached a certain age, but they have that concept of behaving like an adult when they already are. Mary, gosh, this morning has flown by, kind of like that hour we lost over the weekend. Indeed. Hope everyone has a great day and a wonderful week. Back at you, baby. And many thanks. You betcha. All right, so tomorrow we'll be looking at crime fiction and thrillers. We'll come back to the cozy mysteries as the week lets us. Hope you are having a good Monday. And Kim says, have a great day, everyone. Enjoy your lounging, Kim. Sounds like a great plan, doing nothing. And Mary, enjoy your massage. I have a couple errands to run on the way to work. I have payroll to do today. Elena, see you tomorrow. Absolutely. You have a good day, sweetie. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon. Again, I don't have any sprints tonight. My next sprints are tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. I believe they're on Stormy's channel tonight if you want to do any sprinting. And Elena says, see everyone tomorrow. Absolutely. And as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.